Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. One thing about Tia Kemp is that she will come off as a comedian to her child, Daddy Rick Ross, and she will jokester him hard. It's sort of wild to imagine that they figured out how to make a child together, thinking about how much they appear to loathe each other's guts. Tia and Rick Ross are dependably close to one another via web-based entertainment, and it seems as though Tia could have won this round since she just played Rick hard for getting hopped by Drake's group in Toronto, and she is joking him hard. Kid. Rick Ross ought to have quite recently stayed there and disapproved of his business without engaging in Drake's problem with Kendrick on the grounds that he simply continues to look more awful. And more regrettable, however, with all due respect, Drake tossed the primary shots when he concealed Rick Ross in his melody push-ups where he said, "I could take your most recent young lady and sleeve her like I'm Ricky," can't completely accept that he bouncing in this ninja turning 50 each tune that made it off. And the diagram he got from Drizzy, "Spend that little check you got and remain about my business." Well, Ross wasn't going to allow this to go unnoticed, and he dropped a diss track Champagne's second, where he said, "Getting harassed, don't stroll up on me, 'cause the clasp is completely P, would rather not push me. I'm similar to Truly Woody in that I like his moves. However, he never needed to battle in school and generally ran one more ninja needed to compose your scores. Flow is replicating Speed Wheezy, who gave you the juice. One more white kid at the recreation area needs to hang with the group." Rick Ross additionally taunted Drake after Kendrick claimed him with his dislike for us and met the grams. Rick Ross was 100% group Kendrick, and he had this to tell Drake, "I simply need to make this clear, white kid. They said you said, assuming you were young, you guarantee you would have been captured. Whoever composed that for, you ought to have placed more thought into that white way. It's your scholars, anything that message you meant them. That wasn't how they should do that, and as an essayist, when it comes to P, you have to eliminate yourself from that white kid." That wasn't the line, it was not too far off. Rick chose to make things a stride further by playing Kendrick's "Dislike Us" at a new show in Toronto. The tune has turned into a social hit, with Taji P. Henson doing a spoof at the BAT Grants. Kendrick himself performed it in front of a gigantic group who chimed in to each word. Rick Ross obviously needed to join the publicity, yet he picked some unacceptable spots. Everyone realizes Drake is cherished in Toronto, and subsequently, Rick Ross got hopped. I have handed down shame after watching that Drake cherished this, and he was discovered loving a video showing the episode. Rick then attempted to conceal any hint of failure, saying he thought they were containers. Young men. Well, to no one's shock, Tia bounced directly into comedian Rick Ross. She dropped a remark under Drake's remark, expressing Drake's ideals, and Drake answered with "my goat." Tia made it clear 2 or 3 weeks prior when she openly made an off-off offer to Drake to spill the tea on Rick Ross. She likewise uncovered him for having a confidential kid at any point. "Call me Operations." In another tune, I heard you say, "Let me let you know something. I wish you had carried that blue sea out with me out and about. I really want that cranky guy sitting here with me right now. You irritable. You better not at absolutely no point ever get on no wax in the future. Children back there, my child mother left me since she drew me. However, all that you have been discussing with me, child. I realize that means you on that new future child discussing your child. Mom, take your operations. I ain't your operation. Enormous. Daddy, I'm not. You decided to dig for a really long time. You mess around. You thought I was going to pause for a moment or two and be an old hoe playing chess and checkers with your Dusty, Pinball, Galaga, and Pac-Man Sonic Hedgehog. I'm playing Duck Cottage on yours and Mario Kart. It's a race. You up rap about me on another tune? I'm coming to that with them twice. LIARS on you. Call the police on me. You realize you would, and I trust those around you to come out of the yard and welcome me. Present me with a few hidden little treats. Consider me a few eggs for the Easter Bunny. Your rap about them deceives. You've been with me for a very long time, 4 months and all that age, and rap about your CHS. Around here? Conceal, I need to see my stepson, that little like Drake. I need to see him. I'm going to go tell each other the world I'm going to make this frantic. I'm going to make him sing an entire tune by myself. You need to play with me on future tunes. I know, Mother Future. You put you and the turns together. We could play Mother God. Jackstones. So it is not shocking that she would show backing to Drake. Well, this made Rick Ross pungent, and he remarked, PDF document versus Granny. This sent Tia off, and she read him for foulness. Tune in here. Willie, you better chill. I don't have any idea who you are calling a grandmother while you have children and your kid is having infants. Each child you have been having is an aunt or uncle. When they were little, they couldn't appreciate being infants. Please straighten out with that, Granny. You got me up. I'm a grandma, but you are a dad who just got the PWS placed on applause. Here, kid, Rick Ross needs to learn not to incite Tia since she will gobble him up each and every time fans remark. I like Rick Ross, but he'll clock the F out of him, and comical with it, at her age, she really wants a side interest or to volunteer her time as opposed to being fixated. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.